Hi, welcome to Michelle and Lori's Real Conversations.
Hello. As you noticed, we're outside today. We thought we would enjoy some of our beautiful surroundings. So I hope,
Unfortunately, we have the smoke from all the fires.
yeah, you'll probably notice that.
And we're sorry we didn't get a chance to record last week. We were dealing with the fires over here. So thank you so much for returning and thanks for watching this episode.
Yes, most definitely. Well, this episode we're going to talk more. I was telling Michelle that I've been watching some of different stories on social media, one of them being the Lindsay Clancy story, which is just outrageous,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely outrageous. But one thing that really seems to be I don't know if I want to say a pattern or something that's very common in all this, is the way the police act, treat you, and how they usually always, in my situation, refuse to help. Um, I had a I had called the police one time, and uh,
With
one of
without an attorney,
mhm,
just by yourself,
mhm,
just you. Okay.
yep, just me. I called them because my ex had come to my home and he wasn't allowed to, and he was very angry. And so I didn't know what else to do. So I called the police and asked them to please come over and talk to him. And they literally told me that it's a civil matter unless he's going to hurt me or does hurt me, they really don't have time. So
Isn't that crazy?
imagine how that feels.
Yeah,
Again, I've always been taught growing up that when you need something, call the police if
yeah,
there's something going
yeah.
on, if you're scared or you need some kind of protection. Well, unfortunately, my son was there, and that's who I was most concerned
Right.
about. But yeah, I think that in my experience with just the law enforcement and judicial staff, I think that there's so much education that needs to be done.
Yeah.
I think that always believing the one that has the smooth talk and the right words should really be the red flag that they need.
Yeah.
I just don't call the police anymore.
Well, it's incredibly hard to go forward and talk about things like that because I don't know about you, but during and while you're experiencing, you've been beat down and you're being attacked,
Hmm.
you're being verbally abused, emotionally abused, and you're questioning yourself. You
Hmm.
don't like being hit or you don't like being screamed at. But sometimes we don't even interpret it that it is actually abuse. We have allowed it to happen for so
Hmm.
long that it just seems so normal and so natural.
Yeah, the
So
norm.
yeah, so then when you do go to the police, I feel like if you're in a position where you're no longer just continuing to take the abuse, you're now fighting back a little bit.
Hmm.
You're re-attacking. Someone attacks you, so you start yelling at them, screaming at them. You actually turn into someone that you're not
Yeah.
in
Yes.
defense.
Yeah.
And I think when you are in that position, you go in to talk to the police. If they don't believe you, then you instantly feel that instant defense. Like you have to protect yourself. Like it's hard if you can't feel open and you can't feel
Safe.
safe.
Yeah, I agree. And on that also, one thing I've learned through myself and through helping others is um, when you're in abuse and you've been conditioned to, for example, for me, I always had to talk about my whereabouts, where I was, when I left, when I'd be home, why did I take too long? And sometimes well, I don't know about everyone else. I'll just talk about me. When I would talk to the police, I think I would overshare
Uh-huh.
because I had to always uh, defend myself, always. And so I think that would come across to them probably as, oh, she's talking too much, she's giving too much information. Where if they just understood the levels and the type of abuse, they could be like, oh, that's a red flag that maybe this is not the situation we thought it was.
Right. Right.
And I will also say, being out of the situation, we also, the
We
rafters,
got
um,
rafters.
being out of the situation
They're
and
having
seeing
fun.
others in it, um, it's really difficult to explain to not overshare,
It is.
because when you've again been conditioned to explain
And
every
defend.
deed, yep, every to explain every part of your life that you do, it's just something I still have that issue.
It becomes like second nature.
I still have that. I was told by a friend of mine who was an attorney. She said, Lori, you don't have to explain everything. We know that you're a good person or that you're telling the truth.
I
And
had that
so,
same problem. In fact, I had someone tell me that as well.
mhm,
Because where I came from, you have to say the truth, and the truth will set you free.
yes.
And you had to be honest about everything down to the very need. So the stories were very long.
Hmm.
And you started from 8 in the morning,
Yeah,
and you recounted until 8 p.m. till you went to bed, and you get so used to that you think everybody expects that.
yeah. Or demands it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
we are
agree.
we are changed and kind of molded in a way to learn how to deal with stress. And it's like when the stress hits you, you kind of revert back to that stressful place.
Hmm.
And I think as a victim, as a survivor, it takes a long time to where you don't go back the moment something really stressful comes into your play and you're having to deal with something that's super hard. You're going to slip back into that,
Yep.
feel vulnerable, feel down on yourself, maybe a depression, maybe more anxiety, maybe you can't sleep because you're still kind of reworking and retraining yourself how to receive stress and how to deal with stress. So it's a process because you really do have to work on it.
It is very much a process. Well, Michelle's aware of what's going on right now in my life, but there's something that's going on that, um, it's funny when you think that you're out of the trauma or you've learned to deal with it in a very healthy way, and then something sets you back. And I'll admit, these last couple of weeks with the fires and the things going on in my life, it's almost like I was put back into that trauma.
Yeah.
The brain fog, the not wanting to get out of bed, the why is this happening? What did I do? But I had a great appointment with I go and I see a counselor. She's absolutely amazing. And just to have somebody that's completely outside of the
Your orbit,
picture,
essentially, what you're
yeah,
dealing with on a regular basis. Yeah.
validate my feelings and that it was okay for me to feel that way, but I can't live there.
Right.
I can visit, but I need to get the hell out.
Yeah.
And just having her do that, I mean, you kind of could see, I think was it you that I was talking to someone and they're like, wow, you seem so much better today. Like, what's going on? And I just, somebody validated my story to understand it instead of making me the bad guy or the crazy one.
Right. Right.
And that is so important to have people like that in your lives,
Yes. Absolutely.
especially somebody who can be completely objective.
Mm-hmm.
um, I have a hard time sometimes because I'm always going to be on the survivor's side. I'm always going to take the survivor's word, and
Right.
unless they give me a reason not to.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's